Welcome to my team for the competitive group Ironman. This will consist of me, a Linux user, Athena Sophie, who will be a scaler, Spartan Doska, who is an AFKer, Marukai, who will be doing clues, and lastly Velix, he will be the pro PVMer. Together, we are the Spartan unit. The desert has to be one of my most favorite content, and that is because the whole region, you're able to pretty much train thieving, fishing, woodcutting, and mining. Also, as an added bonus, there is a wonderful, and I mean wonderful, quest line with plenty of lore and skilling activities. So, let's find out what lies within Menaphos. Now have access to Menaphos. I actually got 62 dungeoneering from that. Wow. Menaphos lodestone unlocked. Before anything, you want to right click any district and you want to set as active, and then you can start skilling, doing anything for the ports district reputation. In my case, I'm doing the little scarabs that do have a chance to give you a lot of money. In fact, I believe they can give you about 386k GP in one go, and you are also able to get bonus XP stars, although that is very rare. Keep in mind, if you are a hardcore player, you have to bring food because I was not paying attention and I kissed the floor. The absolute best way to get Menaphos reputation is the Soul Obelisk, which you want to enter the friends chat, Soul Obi, and then depending on how much quest points you have gotten within Menaphos district area, pretty much like the whole quest line, it will limit you to how much faction you are able to get every single day, and this is the best way to do it. Now, usually what you want to do is you want to do the ports district until you have access to the bank deposit box that allows you to bank all of the Menaphos fish that you are fishing before you actually even do any of this type of content. Route 60 fishing. Now able to catch catfish, which means my Menaphos fishing X-rays are going to be increased even more. Well, I just came back from the kitchen to get some water, and voila, I had a fishing pet. What? Let me see, I got this at a whopping 61. Wow, that's crazy. 313,000 experience for it. Master Provisions Officer for the whole group, which does require you to get 20,000 resources from, and this is in total, archaeology, fishing, mining, and woodcutting. After doing this for a couple hours, since this is amazing AFK, was able to get 66 fishing. That unlocks the ghostly souls within the city of although there is one problem and there's not a bank nearby. 63 farming, one level away from growing spiders. I spy another ghostly impling. Get in here. Yes, first caught. For the ghostly souls, players want to make their way to the city of and head towards the fishing spot, which is at the south of the whole city. From here, you will need the 66 fishing and to have the fishing bait. This spot does not move at all, and this is perfect because you can AFK a full 15 minutes if you are using like a shark outfit to destroy all of the fish. However, since I'm going for experience, I will be banking and collecting all of the fish. Now you may be thinking, wait a minute, where is a bank? The tip is you need to spam hop a lot of worlds until you find the NPC Mimsy, who wanders around throughout the whole city, but he wanders in a fixed location depending on the world. So it may take 5 worlds, it may take 20. In my case, it took me pretty much like 30 worlds till I did find him. So yeah, you just want to spam hop worlds until you eventually find him, and this is the best way to bank the food. Otherwise, you have to run north, you have to go to the lodestone, and it's quite a hassle pretty much. Once you have gotten 40,000 Menaphos reputation, you will get a good passive buff, and that will be while scaling. You have a chance to get a random occurrence of either an impling or a Guthix butterfly. The butterfly gives experience towards your lowest skill. But what you want to do is actually go to the Menaphos lodestone, and we'll be talking to the imp collector. So you want to right click toggle and make sure none of the implings are toggled. This means whenever you would normally get an impling, it will always be a Guthix butterfly. While fishing, you find a slimy egg. What is this? The egg squivels and cracks open. I now have Squeak, the pet. What is that? Squeak. What is this? Oh, okay, so like a little squid looking pet. Huh, that's kind of cool. Spent the whole day fishing and wow, this was so relaxing. I had plenty of time to edit. Got myself 68 fishing, which does gain access to the fishing guild and deep sea fishing hub for the traveling merchant, which is going to be very good. Although I am very low on cash as I only have 284,000 coins, which the traveling merchant is costly. And then I also need to train summoning, so that's going to be a lot of money sink in the future. But it does mean I'm able to do swarm net fishing, so I'm not really sure if that's good or not, because Menaphos, you get the fish so quick that it is great experience per hour. To prove them wrong, I got 70 divination, able to unlock getting the elite divination outfit while you are training divination every 5 minutes. Players wanting to train their thieving within Menaphos are able to do the gullible tourist. You can easily find this by entering the French chat Soul Obi and then typing in gullible tourist ? Afterwards, they will tell you where to go, in which case it will be in the Ports District. Once you have hopped to that correct world, you want to make your way to the bottom of the screen where the red rectangles are, and then at the very center is where the gullible tourist is. This NPC is very special because you will only need one thieving and the NPC does not move at all. And the NPC will damage you based on your current life points left, not your maximum, your current. So you'll want to keep your health as low as possible, probably about 2,000 health or less, and then that way it's to use less food. What is very good about this NPC is that it gives very consistent money, and if you are wearing a ring of wealth or any other luck ring, you have even increased chances of getting a Menaphite gift offering, which has a potential of getting you an uncut onyx and tree saplings along with an onyx ring. Once we are here, go to your auras and activate the legendary 5-finger discount aura, which increases your thieving success by 15% and it will last for 1 hour. And now we just pickpocket this NPC for 29 thieving experience per. I am starting off with 34 thieving. An even better method if you're going for experience instead of GP that the gullible tourist does offer, you're able to do the Thieves Guild. Granted, you do need 35 thieving and a lockpick, which you're able to get if you do have 22 hunter and then a rare chance 1 out of 100 while looting the young implings. Afterwards, you just want to spam hop these guild doors all the way up to 62 thieving. This is the extreme best efficient method, and you will need to use your aura as it does help while you are opening the doors. And then for your XP rates per hour, you can expect to get 155k XP per hour if you're not competing with anyone. If there is a lot of people doing this, let's say you just went and got off of work, 9 out of 10, there's going to be other people that got out of work and they'll be doing it. So I do suggest you to do this pretty much right when you're about to go to bed or something, and then just stay on for like maybe 10-20 minutes more and do this method, and hopefully less people will be doing it as well. Want to hear a joke? What's better than 52? How about 53? 59 thieving now. And wow, I have not seen a single person here. So I mean, I guess it's perfect, although I am doing this on a Sunday night. As a little fun fact, you do not want to go all the way up to 62 by doing the Thieves Doors, and that is because we will have to do Lost Her Marbles mini quest and the Feud quest, which does give you 24,800 thieving experience. So pretty much you only want to do this for about 7k extra experience once you do reach 61 thieving. Lost Her Marbles mini quest has been completed for that 9,800 thieving experience. The Feud quest completed for that 15,000 experience, which did get me to 62. With that should be a guild of our own mini quest completed for 30,000 experience and 4,000 herblore experience. It did give me to 55 herblore. Now, usually You are able to do safe cracking before you actually do get that 62, but this is mainly so that when you enter the guild, you can speak to the safe cracking trainer, in which case you should unlock the ability to get like a little bag from him, in which case it will store your loot. Then while you're training thieving, you're able to keep the loot from safes. This way you can get money. As for like little shop rewards, you want to go to the southwest just a little bit to the general store and right click and then hit rewards. Here is where some upgrades. The very first thing you want to do is buy the medium bag, and then you can start just saving up for the master lockpicks. You can save for the large loot bag, it's not needed. As for the consumables, don't get any. It's that time of the weekend with 90 tiers, went from 35 summoning all the way up to 40. Here comes number 71. Eagle's Peak Lodestone unlocked. Eagle's Peak quest completed. Missing My Mummy quest completed for a whopping 7,000 Constitution experience. A Tale of Two Cats completed for 2 quest points and an open present. Within the present, there's 2 XP lamps worth 5,000 experience. They'll be going into archaeology. 49. Bit awkward, the city of Narda in the desert threw away their statuette that was actually preventing them from going to the drought. With that, Spirits of Lid has been completed for a whopping 8,000 prayer experience, which they give me to 49 prayer. And for those that are doing like an achievement wise, if you pray on it, you'll get an achievement, the Heathen Idol. That time of the day again where you get an archaeology daily challenge. You do it. What? Oh well, I guess I got 50 per. How much XP am I away from archaeology level? 333. Ikarim's Little Helper quest completed, which gains access to the city of Sophenheim along with getting an amulet of cat speak. Completed the medium achievement diary for the desert, which does give you unlimited teleports to Narda, which can be quite good for when I do Gower Dungeon 2. As for the experience lamp, I will now be putting in archaeology, which did get me to 50. Contact quest completed for 14,000 experience, along with the ability for us to choose summoning. That does require 30. 45 summoning, and let's get 46. Smoking Kills quest completed. Now have increased Slayer points while I am doing Slayer assignments, along with the ability to have her as a Slayer Master too. Oh, and 1 Slayer level, bringing me up to 43. I think now would be the best time to end off the episode, and that is because I have access to those Acadia logs. In fact, I will be focusing on the Fort Foundry buildings, tier 2. And for example, I will be needing 760 Acadia logs. I will also need 1,176 mahogany logs, which I will be using the Lumberjack aura as a daily in the morning, maybe at night too, so I get the logs a little bit faster. Luckily, you don't have to use sign up porters because you are able to make the wood box that holds, I believe, 160 logs before it actually gets full. And the only place to really cut mahoganies is to the west of Shiloh Village. And then speaking of porters, I do have plans to probably get about 80 crafting or so, but I need to do the Shiloh Village quest, then get a lot of porters, and then I'll be able to AFK crafting a whole lot easier, because while the gem bag is useful, porters are 1,000 times better. And with that, thank you all so much for watching this episode, and enjoy the rest of your day.